Welcome to Inductions Hypnotherapy and Reiki. My name is Antoinette, and I would like to guide you on a fantastic journey through the mind. But first, I want to make sure that you're sitting comfortable, safe, not operating any kind of equipment that may cause any harm. Now that you are safe and comfortable, I want you to begin to imagine. Imagine you're standing. That's right, you're standing in front of a library. Not just any library, your library. It's a majestic building with marble columns and marble stairs, leading up to large brass double entrance doors. On top of the entranceways is an engraving sign that says, "The Library of My Life." You decide to enter the building. Once inside, you imagine yourself noticing an elevator over to your right. Now, curiously, you walk over towards the elevator. As you decide, you enter. It's spacious, clean, smells fantastic, and imagining you feel safe and comfortable inside of this elevator. As the doors close, you notice a large panel on the wall with many buttons. Each button has a different letter of the alphabet engraved on it. You realize that each button correlates to the first letter of people's last names. So you find the button that has the letter which begins your last name. You press it. The elevator doors close and you begin to move up, and you stop on the appropriate floor. And as the elevator doors open, you exit the elevator. Imagine, imagine you find yourself in a massive room. As far as your eyes can see, there's shelves of books, all shapes, all sizes, all colors. You realize that on the end of each shelf are the names of different people. They are categorized by last name first, followed by a comma, then the first name. You begin reading them until you find your name. Once you find the shelf with your name, you realize, as you look down all the aisles, that all the books pertaining to the positive aspects of your life, they are titles of success, happiness, positive attributes, and goals. All the books to your right side are titles of negative times in your life. They are titles of things that you would like to change, such as bad memories, traits, maybe even emotions. As you gaze down the aisles, you notice that one of the books on the right side seems to be glowing. It's glowing orange. You walk up to the book and you read the title. It happens to be the books addressing emotions or negative aspects in your life that you've been wanting to replace. Take a moment to reach for the book, take it off the shelf, and once you've done that, simply nod your head. Now that you have the book, look at the far end of the aisle and notice. Notice there's a large open window. Walk over to the open window with the book in your hand. And as you approach the window, look outside and imagine, simply imagine, there's a raging river down below. You notice that the river drops down over a large waterfall. The waterfall is so large, in fact, that it stretches out of sight. It leads into the abyss of no return. Take a moment right now and imagine the scenario. I am speaking very clearly. See yourself at the window, holding that book. seeing the raging river leading to the waterfall, which goes out of sight. Now, what I would like you to do right now is imagine yourself tearing out the pages of this book, which represents the topics that you would like to replace. As you rip out the pages, crumple them up, take a deep breath, and now throw them into the river as you exhale. Now, simply imagine, as you watch them flow down the river, over the waterfall, and out of sight forever. Once again, you tear out more pages, you crumple them up, you toss them into the river, and you watch them until they are gone. Continue doing this until all the pages are gone. Now. And as you imagine getting excited about tearing up and throwing them out the window, in your mind, imagine enjoying what you are doing because you are eliminating the emotions. As the pages are floating down the waterfall out of sight, this negativity that had affected you is leaving forever. It's over. It's out of sight. It's out of reach. It's lost in the abyss. And if you're still holding on to any more books in your hand, or even the cover of a book, go ahead. Take a deep breath. Exhale and throw it into the river. Now, watch it go down the river, over the waterfall, into the abyss. That's right. Allow it to flow away into the abyss. Eliminated from your life forever. And now, as you turn around and look at that empty space where that book was once upon a time, you realize that the space has been filled with another book. The negative book has been replaced with something else. Being curious to see what it's been replaced with, you now approach the book. You pull it off the shelf, opening the book to examine. As you realize the book is filled. The book is filled with blank pages. There is nothing written inside. And suddenly, you realize that this book is the replacement of the negativity and the habits that you have just eliminated into the abyss. As you realize you can replace it with anything positive that you would like. Now, take a moment to think about the positive attributes you would like to fill this book with. It can be a positive trait, thought, feeling, or whatever you decide. You can fill this book with hobbies you would like to start, positive goals you'd like to start and complete. You can fill it with happiness, love, or even laughter. Take a moment to think of what you would like to fill it with. As soon as you've decided what you'd like to fill this new book with, simply nod your head. That's right. Now that you have chosen what you would like to fill your book with, realize that this is not just any book. It's a magical book that you do not have to write in. You simply think about positive attributes, and the book will magically be written on its own. It will just imagine as it fills up with whatever you desire. This happens in seconds like magic. Now that you have filled up your new book with your new attributes, feelings, and emotions, you can put it on the shelf to the left with the other positive books you have replaced the negative habits, feelings, and emotions with. Positive habits and emotions in. Congratulations on your success as you continue replacing negative pages with positive pages. And your library begins. It begins to glow with positivity. Now take a moment and imagine how you want to feel. Now, feel that feeling from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Be present in that feeling as you turn around. Begin to walk down the hall, out the door, back into yourself, standing outside that door, letting go of the brass handles and coming back into yourself. Now, with all the pages perfectly written, centered and clear. As I count you back, with everything perfectly published for you. 1, with no one to please but yourself. 2, continuing to speak your future positive pages into your reality. 3, more and more every day in every way. And 4, with the ability to edit when needed. 5, coming back to the surface, coming at a trance now. That's right. Eyes open and wide awake. Welcome back.